Appreciated. All right, everyone, welcome to Ghost Cruise. Your guide to the other side. They make me say that. I am so sorry. No, I am Ella Bencher. I am the apprentice to the great detective. Now, I cannot tell you his name, and non-disclosure agreement, you understand. But I can tell you that you can be sure that his door won't be locked if he's at home.
Hi.
If you did not get that now, it will strike you about 3 o'clock in the morning. These things always do. It's kind of like song lyrics. You know, just sleeping away, and then all of a sudden, bam! If you like pina coladas and getting lost in the rain. Every time. Does not fail. Now, my dear teacher does assure me that ghosts are impossible, but I know he's wrong. And if I can prove him wrong, I will get a hat of my very own. The one that I'm wearing now is rented. Someone told me it has spiders, so that's just super. But today we will be using the latest and greatest in ghost hunting technology, the Banshee Box 5000. Oh yes, lights, twisty things, also makes a mean cup of espresso. But I am no longer allowed to have coffee after the incident. But these are dinosaurs. That one there is Bronte. Over here we have Lazy Pete. I think that's an ironic nickname. You know, like when they call big people Tiny or Little John, even though their name is Stephen. And I know some of you have worn your wonderful Halloween costumes, and good on you. But the best costume of all is coming up right here. This is not an elephant. No, that is my dear friend and colleague, Dr. What's That? What's that? What's that? You see? Nothing. Absolute commitment. It's what truly makes a costume work. Some of you should bear that in mind. Especially you. I'm not buying it. I know you're 7. You're not fooling anyone. We have been doing a bit of construction, and I apologize that we are so far behind. I blame Phil. Phil just hangs out by the water all day. Truly shame. If you would just let go, you'd really make a splash. Over here we have my dear friend Skelly. She's been feeling a bit down herself. Well, she got invited to the Halloween ball this year, but she has nobody to dance with. I told her to talk to Bones, but she just did not have the guts. Shame. As we come to beautiful London, let me tell you a fact anyway, about Big Ben. Ben is actually the bell and not the clock tower. It's true. That's why it's a fact. Now, they have taken down Ben for the first renovations in over 30 years, but bells must chime, so they brought the ghost of Quasimodo from Notre Dame. I personally think best revenge on my teacher for doubting me would be to have Quasimodo shouting ding dong in his living room every hour, on the hour. So let's just catch him, shall we? Just got him. You are calm under pressure, my goodness.
Okay, wait.
So much better than the people I took out last time. Screaming, trying to run away, which doesn't work so well because, you know, boats. You don't run so much as just get wet. But you're good. Excellent work. Excellent. Now, before us lies the commonly referred to Waffle Bridge, but through clever deduction, I have found that it is an awful bridge. And do you know why? These holes. They are only on the bottom of the bridge. How do you keep butter and syrup on a waffle if the holes are only on the bottom? You don't. That's how. And a waffle without syrup? That's just awful. But before us lies the beautiful Taj Mahal. That is a recent rename. We were doing a bit of a tidy up for Brick or Treat, and someone got the water far too hot. As you mums know, if the water's too hot, you will shrink the sweater. The full-size ghost will be trapped inside forever unless we free him and trap him again in my little box. So let's just do that now, shall we? Just. Oh dear. He seems to be stuck in the hose. Just give me 2 shakes, everyone. Just. There we are. This tree here is my favorite tree. I named it George. It's green and It makes oxygen. It's a good tree. Good George. And the Eiffel Tower here was named for its patron, Dr. Tower. When he first saw the monument, he declared it to be an awful tower, but being French, he had a very thick French accent. So what they heard was Eiffel Tower and thought he was naming it. It drove him mad. To this day, when you stand at the top, what you're actually hearing are his little screams of rage. I have been asked not to capture him. Apparently the French like it, but the cheese smells like feet, so there's just no accounting for taste. None at all. Oh, but this is exciting. Before us lie the magical wishing falls of Mechalika-High, Mechalika-Ho. Legend has it that if you look directly into the swan's eyes, he will grant your very greatest wishes. Now, remember, as we come up on the two-headed swan, only make direct eye contact with the left eye on the right head if you want your wishes granted in. And he is gone. Oh dear. I was promised that he would not be migrating for another 2 weeks.
Look at the face.
It really was the most interesting thing on the entire journey. Pity. But Mount Rushmore here was named for your only four-headed president, President Rushmore.
Wonderful.
He ran a very successful campaign that four heads are better than one.
Yeah.
But the truth is, four heads are just above your eyebrows.
Yeah, we're on it right now.
It's true. Everyone has one. You don't believe me? Feel it out for yourself.
Okay.
This is your eyebrow. This is your forehead. Some people have grandpas whose foreheads go all the way back to their neck, and that's fun. If you get permission first, you can draw a jolly face on the back, and that's fun too. Just make sure you don't use permanent pen. I still don't know whether grandpa's coming or going. The Statue of Liberty here is stark white. Oh dear. That must mean the rumors of the spider problem have not been exaggerated. Does anyone see any spiders? Are we safe? You see them? Where? What?
There's a spider.
Right there on the... What are they teaching people these days? My goodness. Yeah, those are just gnats that got bit by a werewolf. That one right there. You see how little and cute he is? It's because he got bit by that grandma. It's true. Now these rocks here are a great place to get ahead. Many do take them for granted, but I just marvel at them. You know, it took 10 million Lego bricks to convince them to just use rocks. And the rocks worked so well on that side that it only took 5 million Lego bricks to convince them to use rocks on this other side of the room as well. As we come to beautiful blue England, you may be as excited as I am to see the lighthouse made famous by world-renowned mystery solver and my personal hero, Scoobit Doobit Doo. It's also home to many wonderful soups and stews, including zombie favorite, man chowder. Some do prefer the Manhattan version as it is a bit richer, but it varies from person to person. That's just Steve. I'm sure he's fine. We'll just... but the octopus band here signals that we have almost made it back to civilization safely, but I do think we have time for one last mystery. Alright, who knows what does not belong on the octopus beach? Any guesses? Just shout it out, it's alright. Anyone? Anyone at all? No ideas? No? No, well it's not the pumpkins, no. Seahorses belong. The ghost? No, it's not the ghost. No. The answer is the turtle. The turtle does not belong. He and the octopus are no longer friends. There was a very messy Instagram battle. There is a bad filter to use on an octopus, apparently. So many terrible pictures. All online forever. The ghost you saw there is just little Cecil. His mummy sent him to work on his sheet music. And the pumpkins are just pumpkins. I mean, they're everywhere this time of year, aren't they? You cannot escape. They are coming for you. There's coffee, tea, cake, pie, candles, air fresheners. I saw a ham. Pumpkin spice ham. You're not going to escape it. Well, I think we've done it, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming back with ghosts in our banshee box. We've earned my hat. Give yourselves a round of applause.